Hi there, it is Karynjean. Welcome back. What we're going to do today is we are going to put this down here on the back of this heavy cardstock because it's heavy cardstock and it can carry the weight. And then we are going to take this beautiful fabric and make a pocket on here. But first I want to cover this with that tissue paper. So the way I've decided to do it is, and this is 5.5 by 8, is I'm going to take, pull this cart closer to me. It's very heavy. It's got all kinds of stuff. All right, I'm going to take a piece of this adhesive sheets. Scrapbook adhesives, not scrapbook.com, scrapbook adhesives 12 by 12, double-sided adhesive sheet. It's lightweight. It's not thick and heavy like scrapbook.com is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this where I'm going to, and of course this would have been better if I had done it before I'd sewn in the signature. I'm going to cut this out on the rotary, put the adhesive down, and then lay down the tissue paper. Hopefully it won't wrinkle that much, although most of it's going to be covered anyway, and cover it up that way. So this is how we're doing this. Ouch! I twist my shoulder the wrong way, and I just wind up with owies. So this is just going to line it up there. More or less, that's whatever, there. There. Oh, I cut all the way through. That's fine. I wasn't planning on doing that, but then what would I do with this little piece here? So, cut it where my marks were. And hopefully I didn't do too bad a job. I made it narrower than what I had anticipated, but that's okay. All right, and now we're going to take this off. Usually the yellow layer comes off first. All right. I need to get my hoojie. This paper, it does have, on one side of it, I'll show you, on one side here, it has a narrow strip to peel off to get it started. And this is because, it's 12 by 12 to back a whole sheet of 12 by 12 paper. It's what I use when I make masterboards. I make masterboards out of 12 by 12 paper that I would not normally use. Right? The pictures that I would not normally use. And believe me, there are quite a few, because, I bought a big pack from Walmart, I think, and because I wanted a few in there, or they were on clearance for like $3 or something, the paper pads. There's always paper and paper pads, some paper that you don't use, and that's what I use. I cover up the picture and use this, put this on top of it, and that's what I use to as a base of a masterboard. I'm going to pull this up. Hello. Nope. My finger feels numb, and it feels numb because I can't feel what I'm doing, and I can't feel what I'm doing because there's glue on it. So, all right, let's try this end here. And I know that, like when I say it's dark in here and I can't see what I'm doing, but the camera makes adjustments for that. So, like when I'm editing videos, the video, here we go, is, there's plenty of light on the video, whereas when I'm in the throes of doing this, I do not have that kind of light. Let's see if we can start it nice anyway. Bella, shush. Got a little wrinkle there. where's my hoochie? Maybe for this one I'll use this. Oops, wrong one. Kind of following that along as I'm pulling it out, pressing this down. Beautiful. Okay. Now's where the trouble begins, because now is when I go to cut the paper. Off at the bottom of the page. Ay, ay, ay. Nope, I'm gonna have to go over that because this top blade was not against the paper, the bottom blade was, so it did not cut smoothly. Right. It's kind of like when I trim the cat's nails, I have to make sure I hold the nail trimmer the right way so that I don't you know, that I hold the blade on this side of the nail and not on this side of the, anyway. Just to make sure that I don't hurt the cat. Oh. That I don't cut the nails too far down to the quick. Is what I'm trying to say. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is glued down except for a portion right there. Now, for that portion right there, oh, goodness gracious. For that portion right there, I probably could have done some double-sided adhesive, like one of my narrow ones, if I had been thinking, which I had not been thinking, because when do I ever think before I act? All right, let's just do this. And a zigzaggy line gives a greater area than a straight line for glue gripping, etc., etc. Okay. So this is covered. Now I need a piece of cardstock and the fabric. And let me see what I have here next to me. Do I have anything? What's this? Well, I have a piece of red cardstock. Woo! Let's see what happens when we put the fabric over it. It's very wide fabric. No, we're not going to use red cardstock. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, how big of a pocket do we want? Actually, I was thinking of making like a large side tuck pocket, but maybe we'll just do a pocket. This is very pretty too, isn't it? Let's just trim it down to 5 by 2.5, right? Because that's what this, oh, good Lord. This is 8.5, so cut off. Well, first let's do our 2.5. No sense in, let's 2.5. 2.5. And now 5, so let's cut off 3.5. So this should be our pocket. Where did we just do this? We just did this over here. Nope, wrong signature. We did it over here in our first signature. Okay, so we need a piece of fabric. Then I'll probably wind up, I don't know. The pile over here is ridiculous. I'm just saying the pile is ridiculous. All right, we're gonna cut this here. Just toss the beautiful fabric on the ground in a big pile. Okay. Oh, gosh golly. Now, this is a mess and a half. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim my corners. And again, just like covering a journal, this fabric obviously would add a lot of bulk, which we don't want. I'm going to run some Fabrifix along here. And I will probably, after I glue it down, then we're going to take a look and see if I need to take it to the sewing machine at all. Just to reinforce it, right? Hello. And actually we're going to have to, isn't that so sweet? I'm going to want to cover this with something. So, where's that paper? So I think I'm just going to cut another, oof, ouch, 2.5. By 5 to kind of sandwich it to seal that all in there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Fabrifix or Heat and Bond. Heat and Bond probably would be the better thing, because it would give me full coverage here, leaving no space open or unturned. And let's do this to this one. Of course, I just got glue on my work surface again. Okay. So this is how we're going to make this pocket. I know I originally said, like, we'll cover an envelope or something, but we're doing this instead. Let's see if I can pick it up, and put it down. Oh! There. To seal that all in. And then, I think I might just have to cut that off right there. We can glue it down here. I might actually add a little gusset to it. Might add just a little gusset to it. Just a little gusset, not a big gusset. A little gusset. So, and normally I would be using my scoreboard to make it nice and neat, to make sure I'm folding it in half down the middle, etc., etc., etc. Obviously, I'm not doing that here. Oof, oof. So, and I'm going to angle in the corners so that they don't get in the way of the other corners. We're going to, because, there. It's not coming out. All right. Put this down here on the bottom. Right? So right. Where's micropore? Micropore. I'm going to put micropore down on the inside of this because things will get caught on that. So where's the end of the micropore? And this really does smooth out that edge so that nothing will get caught going in or out. Okay, micropore. And now I'm going to do the same on the sides. 1, 2. Again, just a small gusset. And a crooked one at that, but I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. So, and we're going to angle the corners. I'm just going to angle the bottom. I'm not going to angle the top. The top there is not angled. And I'm also going to use micropore tape on the inside of the car on those card on the those sides as well. And then when we place it in the book, I will just use micropore on the bottom. Hello, hello, hello. I guess my theory of leaving it out. Let's see, is it working now? Leaving it uncovered. Nope. All right. I went in pretty smooth. I don't know. I give up. I give up. I give up. All right, so we have this one here. Okay. And we will put this one down there. And you probably, because it's white on white on white, you might not be able to see it all. The white on white on white. Let's cut it this time. With my scissors that don't want to cut. Okay. Let me move these out of the way. Over here, I have an empty shelf on my tower, the shelf that the glue is usually sitting on. So that's where I put the ink pads to get them out of my way. And I just put those on top of that, which is a pretty darn good idea. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, now let's see if I can get some space for myself here. We're going to put this down here. The first one we're going to do is the bottom because, as I said, I want to throw micropore down on that. So we're going to glue down the bottom right, whoops, right there. Hello, get there, please. There. All right, let's just, having difficulty. I'm having difficulty seeing it, quite honestly, where the end is and all. I'm gonna throw the micropore down. Might be too big a piece because it kept on slip sliding, and there. Now this micropore, it's folded over right here, so I'm going to cut that off because I want it to be smooth. Also with the micropore, you could barely see that it's there. It's very, very transparent. And now we will just glue down the sides. Just glue down the sides. Get the glue. Get the glue. Oh, and glue down the sides. Although maybe I should have used Fabrifix because... Was that fabric? No, that wasn't fabric. That was... Maybe I should have used Fabrifix anyway. Okay, let's see. Now, yes, I gusseted this pocket, although it's not really going to work as a gusseted pocket because the reason why I gusseted it, oh good Lord, if I just put a flat pocket here, you know, flat pockets are very snug. This pocket is thick because it has the fabric. The fabric is wrapped over and it has 2 pieces of cardstock. Not very heavy cardstock, but cardstock nonetheless. You would not have been able to get into the pocket at all if it was not gusseted. So by gusseting this pocket, it gives me just a little bit of room here to get in and out of. But not much. So, let's see. Might need to do something there. We'll figure that out. But see how pretty that is. Of course, it's a little bit off center, but nothing I could do about that now. And then, again, this is the heavy cardstock. It can carry the weight. There we have that. Quite beautiful. I like it a lot. Very much so. So we have this one. We're just going to leave that one as it is for now. We'll figure that one out later. Whoops. I did do this. It brightens this up over here. Just made it's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Made a ruffle there on the sewing machine and then glued it down. I realized I didn't have to make a ruffle. I could have just, you know, bunched it up, put the glue down and just bunched it up by hand. So now then, what else do we want to do with that fabric? Let's take a look and see. 20, a little over 20 minutes. This is the flat pearls. They disappear on there. This is still my favorite. I'm telling you, this is still my favorite. Looks like it's pulling up there a little bit. Is it? Looks like it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Excuse my head if it's getting in the way. I'm turning it upside down. Hold on. Let's pull it away with this. I feel like I'm a surgeon right now. I just had it pulling up. I want to, thank you, open it up so that I can then fix it. There. There. Something there is bothering me. Trim that in just a little bit. Don't know if I can. Making a royal mess of it is what I'm doing. Now, what, did I make it worse? Probably. No, that's okay. Trim this down right here. There. Okay. La 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 la. So we have this back here. Now we can do what we just did over here again if we want, right? Cover it with the tissue paper. Make a pretty pink pocket like that. We can do that. Samey, but we can do it. This can carry the weight, certainly. Then we can trim that up. What do you think? Should we do the same thing again? I say, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Sweet Toledo, sweet Toledo. All right, well, it's smooth. There's a bit of glue here. I feel a bit of glue right there. Okay. Oh, I don't know if it's my fingers or if it's probably on my fingers or if it's on the paper. But we don't want, that's on the paper. We don't want glue on the surface because then things will get glued down in the wrong spot. Okay. I think. And can't. Did not necessarily want to tear it there. Okay, it's right there. Going to just do that there. And just to be safe. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, let's see what we got. I'll put glue down here. A little bit. Okay, I hope okay. Now let's go back to making another pocket with out of this. So how big is this? This is 6 inches by 8 inches. Okay, so I need 5 by 8. This is 8, so I need 3 taken off. This is 6, so I need 1 taken off. And then I need it cut in half, 2.5. Okay, so that we can, once again, make another pocket out of our pretty fabric here, which let's think ahead and see if we can get the flower in the center this time. let's think ahead. Let's see if we can get the flower in the center. I am going to slam this down with Fabrifix because in the other one, I never actually put glue down where all the fabric was. I just glued it around the edges. Okay, so that's there. We have the threads here, so this should be the center of the flower, and it is. So if we more or less place it right there, okay, now we have our flower in the center. We're going to trim it down, trim it down, trim it down, and trim it down. And then we're going to angle our corners, angle our corners. Okay, we're going to get this out of the way. We could save that and turn it into... All right, and we're going to put the glue down on the fabric. Oh, well, we can go around the sides of the... Let's just go around the sides like we did before. And we're going to fold it in and fold it in, 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 fold it in. Fold it in. Glob of glue on my fingers. What else is new, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to try to thin this out, cut off some of this excess fabric here, right, where all the flower poofs are. See if we can make it less bulky on the inside anyway, right? All the flower poofs are like that. Flower poofs. Oops. Okay, well, it's kind of in the center, mostly in the center. And now we are going to big glob of Fabrifix. Going to do the same. Seal this here. Now we're going to put the Fabrifix away because we don't need that again. We're just going to gusset. We're going to gusset it. Right. Oh. Okay. We got... All right, now we're going to gusset it again. I do not think... Oh, geez. Also, by putting a gusset in the pocket, depending upon how closely you get the gussets to the edge of the pocket, you retain the full width or length of that pocket. If you made a flat pocket and you glued down the sides of it, then you're losing at least 1/4 of an inch all around, right? So if you cut a 5-inch pocket, you really only have like a 4.5-inch pocket if you're lucky. Right? So Let's see how we're doing. No, it's not. Make sure that is. Press it down there. Okay. There. I think we're good. So we have it there, and we have it in the first one. We have it there. And I think that will do us for today. Let's see how big this is. Oh yeah, definitely throw that down the side of the page. Well, this is Karynjean from Ex Libris Crafts. Thank you so much for sticking with me with this. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing next time, but we're going to be doing more decorating in this journal. I think maybe I'm going to have to give in and do coin pockets out of those 12 by 12s. Coin envelopes, I mean. And that I could put one here maybe, and one here or something. I don't know. Yeah, we shall see. So, in the meantime, until we meet again, let your imagination fly. Thanks for stopping by.